Sometimes a little monkey finds a new thing that's more interesting than anything else on Earth. For George, it was the baby giant panda, which was being shown live on the zoo website.
George, are you gonna be much longer? Well, I need to get work done, and you've been on the computer all day. Oh, is that what you've been watching? The Panda Cam? Hey, you know those pictures come from the park zoo right down the block. Well, yeah, you can go there and see the panda right in front of you in the new panda habitat. Bye. Be a good little monkey.
There was one thing on George's mind. Baby panda. Baby panda. Baby panda.
Look, Mommy! Flamingos!
George didn't want to go the wrong way and lose any panda time. How could he choose a path?
Oh.
A nice big map.
Ooh.
George decided to take it and follow the pictures to guide him through the zoo.
Oh.
He'd found the pandas. That map really worked. This was much better than watching on the computer. George could watch the panda for hours. And he did. Until he felt like that baby would never get any leaves to eat.
Nobody here? Guess I can lock up.
Time flies when you're watching pandas. George realized he'd better go before they closed the zoo. The paths were too confusing. He figured he'd find his way by going from tree to tree.
I guess George is staying till the zoo closes. He must be having a lot of fun.
Keys. Keys open doors, and doors let you out. All he had to do now is open the door that would lead him out of the zoo. There were lots of other doors. Giraffes look much more peaceful than rhinos and lions. No way out here. George would just have to keep looking. Nope. This wasn't the exit either. George tried a lot of doors, but he didn't find the way out. He didn't realize he'd left the door open. He thought he'd better bring those penguins back. And then he couldn't find them either. He might have left more than one door open. Even worse, he was back where he started. George decided maybe all zoos should be like this. Until he realized all the noise was waking up the baby. Well, at least the meerkats were home. It wasn't easy, but he put every last animal back. Still, the animals all looked unhappy. Maybe meerkats don't live on ice. Where did he first see them? This map was good for more than just finding the panda. It showed where all the animals belonged.
Oh, George left that panda cam running. Say, where is George? The zoo must be closed by now. George!
The animals were happy to get back to their own environments. So just by following what was next to what, George got everyone home. Everyone except himself. This map was the most amazing thing George had ever seen, except for the baby panda.
George! George, are you in there?
After all he'd done, George didn't want the man with the yellow hat to wake up the baby.
Well, come on out of there. The zoo is closed. Did you like the baby panda?
The orangutan liked his home, but he thought, there goes the luckiest monkey on the face of the earth. It was a perfect summer day. The kind of day that just makes you want to kick something over and over. Which is just what George was doing.
Hey, you're improving, George. You just need to keep practicing. Oh, sure. The way to get better at anything is with lots of practice. Oh, hey, you better get going. Your dog's sitting Charkie today, right?
If only there was a way to dog sit and practice kicking.
Hi, George. Thanks for doing this. I'll only be at the hairdresser's for 1 hour. I'd take Charkie with me, but some people are allergic to dogs. You're welcome to sit Charkie in my apartment. Or you could stay outside. Charkie likes the park. All right. Have fun. Oh, Betsy and Steve say once or twice Charkie has slipped away. So please keep an eye on her.
If Charkie could get off her leash this easily, George would never get a chance to practice kicking. Unless he did it right here. It wasn't the park, but it'd do. And best of all, it had its own soccer goal. Some dogs don't know the difference between play and practice. Chasing Charkie did have its rewards. Charkie wasn't gonna squeeze under there again. Now, practice. George needed to stop her from getting through the gate. Dog sitting sure didn't involve any sitting or soccer practice. He kept her from going under or through the gate. Now he had to keep her from going through the window. This metal desk was heavy enough to keep Charkie right here. It looked like George had to just sit there and watch the dog. Because every time he thought he had every escape covered, Charkie escaped anyway. He didn't have to watch her if he could hear exactly where she was. Now he could practice in peace. George realized a good player must learn to ignore distractions, like mooing dogs. George really lost Charkie this time. He couldn't even hear that dog mooing anymore.
Is that your dog? She lost her mooer. Here, she's the best soccer goalie I ever saw. With 4 legs.
George didn't think Charkie even liked soccer. He didn't need a leash or a fence to keep Charkie from running away. Charkie didn't want to escape. She was just looking for someone who'd play ball with her.
There you are. Oh, I'm glad I came back when I did. This gate's open. Good thing Charkie didn't notice. She's very lively. Once or twice, she's run away. We're going to the park, George. Would you like to come? Whoa! If you fall behind, look for us in the park!
George would get lots of practice now. Charkie was the greatest soccer partner imaginable. Except for the dog drool on the ball problem.